The next is about site planning and land use. So in the site planning and land use, we will talk about the open spaces and how to maximize the open spaces in the built environment. Second thing is how to reduce the construction pollution. And third, we'll talk about how we are going to protect the existing site with respect to the pollutions and the structure. And fourth is about how to restore the damaged areas. And fifth, what are the zoning principles and requirements over there in the site planning and land use. So come up with the okay, okay. So going to in depth of these subject, I just want to emphasize the whole building. What is whole building design? So the whole building design is the practice of site planning. Consider the both site and the usage of building to determine the site ability to support the building while minimizing the environmental impact. As I said already, the whole building performance or whole building analysis is about to how to minimize the environmental impact with respect to the object, with respect to the building design. So a project team must take it is a whole responsibility of the project team. They have to take into the consideration about the development of footprint, and also a project team should try to keep the building footprint to minimum and maximize the open space, right? So to make the dense development site, the project team's responsible is to minimum and maximize the minimize the footprint and maximize the open spaces. Am I clear?
Yes, footprint will be minimum and the space will be maximum. That's what,
Open
right?
space will be maximum, yeah.
Open space. Yeah. Hmm.
And who is responsible for that?
That's our project team.
Project team will be responsibility. Okay, good. So yeah, the whole building development footprint is about building plus site, right? This is about the whole overall holistic of the development, right? It includes the building, access road, parking lots, sideways, hardscapes, and the storage sheds, right? So the building footprint is nothing but the area which is taken up by the building structure, but it does not include the parking lots and the landscape area, right? That is called building footprint. Am I clear? So the whole building is about two component. One is about building component and site component, right? It also include the access road, parking lot, sideways, hardscapes, all those things. And what is the building footprint? It is a building footprint is only the structure of the building. Here, it will not comes. It will not calculated the parking lot as well as the landscape area, right? Open space, you all know that the area that are not taken up by the building footprint, it is vegetated and pervious. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Then coming to the subject here. So first, as we said, actually maximize the open spaces, right? So here the open spaces are usually defined by the local zoning requirements. Usually we will call it as OSR, open space ratio, or if open space ratio that have a percentage like 10%, 20% based on the local bylaws. So we have to first we look into the local requirements. What is the local requirement? Second, if there is no clear-cut requirements for the building, then we can go for what LEED define as the open spaces, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So by reducing the size of the development footprint and maximize the area that is undisturbed. So that will cause the negative impact on the building and the construction site. So it should be avoided. So you should not go for the uh, maximize the footprint, right? Maximize the areas or reducing the development of footprint. Second thing is about keeping roads and service lines short, also reduce the development footprint. So here there is two things you have to be consider. One is about how to avoid so the negative impact. Second thing is about how to reduce the building footprint. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. The next thing is about reduce the construction pollution. So here the biggest construction pollution debris. You all know about debris, right? It's a
Yeah.
major environmental cost, right? Impact on the site. So what is the value of that? What is the challenge? So first is about we have the loss of valuable topsoil is one of the most biggest environmental impact of the site during the construction phases. Second thing is about during the storm or topsoil can be washed. Washed away from the storm system. Third is about how we are going to protect the site from the erosion during the construction and also how it can be positively affect the local water quality, right? So prior to that construction phase, there must be a plan to adhere the construction activity and also to prevent the erosion control sedimentation process. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yep.
So far, the local so yeah.
Yeah, right. So as I said here, so first is about you have to prior to the construction, there must be plan to address the erosion and other sedimentation process, right? Second thing is about most local codes have a least minimum requirement for sedimentation fence to be installed around the project site to prevent the soil runoff. So we have to, as per the local codes bylaws, so you have to check what is the minimum requirement of sedimentation you have to install in your site to prevent the soil runoff. Am I clear?
Mm.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you. So the next is about protecting existing site. So here, as I said, the site conditions is all caused by the environmental impact. So that is the underneath important aspect of the site. So there are some of the environmental impact that we have to impact of the site development, which include loss of topsoil, which is in the existing site, right? Loss of topsoil, then increase what stormwater runoff, destructions of ecosystem, disturbance of wildlife, loss of plants and trees which absorb CO2 emission. So these are the impact which will cause in the existing site. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So the next is about, sorry, just a minute.
Mm.
Okay, thank you. The next is about restore damaged area. So here we have to see the damage or previously built upon planting the space with native and adaptive plant. What is native and adaptive plant?
That means those plants or trees which are there in that same region or same location since
Yeah.
ages or since years,
Mm,
something like that.
very good, very good, very good. Native and adaptive plant is nothing but which is adapted in the local environment, right? And also second thing, it will require it will require less water since it based on the climate and the region of growth. Clear?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, zoning requirements. So here we have to see the parking requirements. Uh, this zoning requirement also will reduce the building impact by different usage like minimize your parking requirement, minimize the building height, floor area ratio. What is floor area ratio? FAR or FSI, we usually call floor space index. What is anyone? What is floor FAR? We usually call as FAR. In India, we'll call as FSI, floor space index. So any guess?
Maybe the total build-up area by
The
living area or
percentage
something.
is about, yeah, very good. The percentage is about we have to calculate the total build-up area. It has to be divided by the your total buildable land area. This is plot area.
Plot size. Yep.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yes.
So density, you have to know that how much of square footage can exist in the property boundary. That is called as density. Clear?